Good morning, students. Welcome to the history class. Today you are going to learn a new chapter. Long ago, the English were trying to find out a sea route into India, but all their attempts was not successful. But it was Vasco da Gama in 1498 became successful to find out a sea route into India. He started from Portuguese and Atlantic via came to the Cape of Good Hope, Africa. From there he came to India. So he is the first European came to India by sea voyage. You can see that he started from here and came to Africa. From there he came to India. The main purpose of this merchant came to India in order to collect commodities such as spices, indigo, cotton, because all these commodities had a great market in European countries. Followed by Portuguese, many other European merchants also came to India. They were the Dutch, the French, and the English. So there occurred a rivalry and a competition among these European traders. And this also resulted in a fighting between them and resulted in many wars. And this wars is known as Carnatic Wars. The war is known as Carnatic War. And you know much about the English East India Company. Actually, this is a private company which was established in England in 1600. And this company got a charter or a license from Queen Elizabeth I in order to do trade in the east of the world. And their main purpose of this company not to conquest or to attack any country in Asia, but only for trading purpose. And Captain Hawkins, the representatives of East India Company, met the Mughal Emperor Jahangir in 1609 in his court in order to set up a factory in Surat. But the Portuguese had already established their factory in Surat, so they pressurized Jahangir not to give permission to the East India Company. That's why they didn't get. So they moved to Masuripatnam to the south and established a factory there. Masuripatnam means it is a place in Andhra Pradesh. And later again in 1612 they got Farman from the Jahangir in order to set up a factory in Surat. Farman means it is a court degree or a court order. And again, in 1615, Sir Thomas Howe, ambassador of King James I of England, met Jahangir in order to start the factory again in Surat. So this time he was set up. This time he was successful and he got license from Jahangir, the Mughal Emperor, in order to set up the factory in Surat. After that, the East India Company could set up their factories in different parts of the country. We know that the English East India Company came to India for the trading purpose. But gradually they began to exercise control over the local rulers and became the rulers of the country. How they did is, from the very beginning, I will give you one example. Actually, the Madras or the current name is Chennai, that is belong to a local ruler. The local ruler of Chennai gave this Madras to the English East India Company, and the English East India Company administered this area, and they gave annually half of the custom revenue of the port to the local ruler. The local ruler was also satisfied because without any effort he will get half of the revenue of the port, and the company controlled the whole administration of the area also. And after that, the company fortified this area and named it Port Saint George. Means the whole this local area given to the company, they even built wall and named it Port Saint George. And similarly, that also happened in Mumbai. You know that Mumbai is actually belonged to the Portuguese, and when the Portuguese married their princess to the King Charles II of England, the Portuguese gifted the Mumbai to the Charles II of England as a dowry, and the Charles II gave this Mumbai to the English East India Company for trading purpose. Thus the Mumbai came to the hands of the English East India Company, and after that they shifted all their factories there. And let us see that how did the English East India Company develop and flourish. They could develop and flourish because of the concessions they got from the local rulers as well as the Mughal emperors. 1691, Aurangzeb gave duty-free concessions to the English East India Company in Bengal for an annual payment of only 30,000 per year. So that was a great benefit to the English East India Company. Because of this concession, they could increase their trade in Bengal. And after that, the English East India Company again got the semintide right of 3 villages. Means they can collect revenue directly from the farmers. That also benefited the company a lot. And after getting the semintide right of 3 villages in Bengal, what they did is that they fortified these 3 villages and named it Fort William. And that place also later known as Kolkata. So this is the history of East India Company from the Bengal. And in 1717, Farrukhia, the Mughal Emperor, again gave the East India Company the duty-free trade in 3 other regions such as Bengal, Bihar and Odisha. Means these 3 states duty-free concessions were given to the East India Company by the Mughal Emperor Farrukhia. But that was totally opposed by the Nawab of Bengal, that is Murshid Ali Khan. Murshid Ali Khan totally opposed that because that affected the revenue of the state. But he couldn't do anything because he was not a completely autonomous ruler. He was under the control of Mughal Emperor. And now by this time the British became very powerful. So what they did is that in their trading areas that were well developed such as Chennai, Mumbai and Bengal, they created their main trading centers as well as they made it as their headquarters, and these areas were known as the presidencies. So in these regions they have better trading places and they have their headquarters and they have more power. In order to have a better governance over these regions, they appointed governors also. The English East India Company developed and flourished in Bengal because of the trading concessions they got from the Mughal emperors. Once they got all these trading concessions and the right to collect revenue from the peasants, they could establish their control as well as their power in Bengal. That also attracted many other European trading companies coming to Bengal. There also came the Portuguese and the French. There also competition arose among these European trading companies. And once they became very powerful, the English East India Company even began to challenge the rulers of Bengal, that is the Nawab of Bengal. And the Nawab of Bengal that time couldn't do anything because he was also under the control of the Mughal Empire. And even though they were not at all like the way the company doing the trade, they couldn't do anything. That was the position, that was the condition of the Nawab of Bengal. And there were three Nawabs who did not like the way the East India Company doing the trade. And the name of these Nawabs were Murshid Ali Khan, Shujauddin and Aliwadi Khan. And they opposed. And not only the company misused the trading concessions, but its employees also have done their own private trade under the same license they got from the Mughal Empire. That is the duty-free concessions. That will totally affect the revenue earned by the state.